Hobby Now. Today's May 8th, 2024. I'm ZiggyNo with hobby updates, news, and my opinions and thoughts on what's going on. First of all, I'll say I am actually traveling all week this week, so don't have the same preparedness I normally have. This will be a short update, but I did want to get out some thoughts and opinions and share stuff with the audience. I'm going to talk a little bit about bounties. We're going to talk about the playoffs, basketball and hockey. Why does Fanatics ignoring hockey? We'll talk a little bit about that. Influencers and pumping up because the more they pump, the more allocation. Is this justified? Should we pay attention? What do you think about the influencers? Isn't it amazing too, the influencers that we listen to? Let's talk about the PSA Vault. Great video I heard this week, and then I saw a follow-up video from Neo, so I want to talk about that. And then I'll leave you the last thought. Again, where do you think we are in 2028? Is the hobby just unicorns and rainbows by then, and we get through all this nonsense? I don't know. You tell me. Let's start with the playoffs. And I'll start with basketball because I think what I feel this time of basketball is I feel like basketball and the sports card market are finally like they were pre-COVID, where it's not a player performing a 40-point game in the middle of the regular season that moves his prices. But when a player shows on the stage the player they are and they marching through the playoffs, whether they win or not right now, you see card values moving. Two, for example, I'll give you is Ant-Man and Brunson, right, from the Knicks. I forget Brunson's first name for some reason. Anyway, both are players that, I mean, you watch them because of what they're doing, the dominance they have on their teams, their cards are going up. I'm excited because we got so much youth. The Pacers look great. I know they lost a game, but again, they look young and great. The Thunder, man. They crushed Luka. And I'll be honest, I almost feel like maybe Luka's window is missing. Like, is Luka going to end up not getting a championship because these other young studs are rising? I don't know, but I think about all that. Like, I'll be honest, I'm not a holder of cards long-term anyway, but would you rather have Brunson or Luka cards right now? Would you rather have Shy or Luka cards? And aren't those guys all the same rookie class, right? So last thought on this when it comes to basketball. One thing I learned in the hobby over, the last, I guess, 10 years I've been back in the hobby, 8, 10 years, whatever it is, I'll say 8, is the importance of patience in basketball. These players are 4 or 5 years into their careers before you really see changes or valuations sometimes move like they're moving into playoffs. And that's why I love about basketball. I love casting that net. Like I remember I had a lot of those rookies from the class 2018, I believe, and I sold those off in 2020, sold them off in 2021. And now I've got rookies for 2022 and 2023. I will sell those off in 2024, 25, 26, 27. You see what I'm saying? Like I love that. It's almost like gardening, right? You plant some young rookie cards in your little PC, and then you wait patiently, and you see some fruit. Some of them die off. Some of them get, weeds, don't grow to their potential, but others sprout in beautiful, beautiful plants. And that's what I'm loving about right now. I feel like basketball is actually back to where it should be, and we're seeing card valuation on real playoff performance. I'm also excited to see the old guard leaving. I really am. So we'll see how that goes. Let me move over next to hockey. So hockey, in my opinion, I don't follow it as much. I don't have any hockey playing cards and stuff like that. But I love hockey. I love the what's his name? They had the draft the other night, right? The Chicago's getting the second pick. The Sharks got the first pick. Connor Bedard's season was great. People are chasing his product. He will be in this product for the next few months, so that's going to keep cards going. I saw this great little video from SCB talking about, Upper Deck and why he likes them. And, I'll be honest, I think a lot of us think of Upper Deck kind of like one of those classic icons like Beckett. If you're from the 80s, 90s, right, you remember Beckett, you remember Upper Deck and the impact. Now, obviously, Topps has always been there, but Upper Deck, boom, 1989, and it's been there. I hope Fanatics never fucks with Upper Deck. I heard SCB say that, and I also thought to myself, like, why didn't they? Does Fanatics not do the jerseys for hockey? I think they do. They have a good relationship with them. I mean, is it because Upper Deck has such a strong relationship with the hockey, with NHL? I don't know, but I'm super happy that Upper Deck is not. In fact, I said this before. I think I'll get more into hockey with Connor Bedard and just hockey cards in general because they're not Fanatics and they're not Panini. And I feel like you're just getting what you want. You buy it, you get it. The players are in the product. You don't have to wonder about the licensing. It's there. Fully licensed NHL hockey cards, man. And great ones, right? They have the cup. It's a high-end thing. They have these chase cards, the flagship products. They got all these others, SP Authentics. And I really like it. I really like it. And I'm like I said, I'll just say this. I'm thankful that, and God, knock on wood, Fanatics leaves them the fuck alone. Um, two topics to talk about real quickly. Card bounties. Card bounties. I heard the Chase announced the $200,000 bounty on the dude who's, I forget, his national guy. I don't even know his name. And then I heard them even say when they said, well, I know a lot of people don't like it. You know, there's haters out there. And I thought to myself, there are. And I could see why that. Like some people say, well, you're inflating the value of cards. I make people chase. But, you know, as a person who likes to chase cards, I like the bounties. In fact, the more I thought about it, and I'm thinking about all the bounties that are out there, I think, and I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot by saying this, I just don't have time to do this. We need a bounty page. I mean, honestly, we need a page that gives you the active bounties that are out there, who they're for, and who's offered them. And on top of that, here's what I'd also say. Maybe this becomes an Instagram account. And if you do this, if somebody runs with this, please let me know. I'd just like to be involved. I think individuals should be allowed to post bounties too. I mean, how many of us don't see in your own Facebook group where guys like, I'm looking for this car, you know, I'll pay $20 bounty if you find it for me, or $100 bounty. We see bounties in the hobby all the time. Wouldn't it be cool? There was like a sports cards most wanted. And you could see the big ticket, like the equivalent, I'll say the FBI, but like hobbyist top 10 most wanted bounties. And those would be the big ones. And then you could have like lower criminals, like, oh no, smaller bounties, or, you know, the bounty hunters. And you could have bounty hunters, right? That you could actually have a guy whose channel is, he's a bounty hunter. He goes out looking for cards. He goes to the bounty page. He's like, I'm trying to chase down these bounties. I'm trying to rustle up these bad guys who are under parole. You know, you get where I'm going with this? I think that'd be cool. I really do. Like I said, don't have the time, Rangy, to do it, but I would post bounties for cards that I chase. I really would. I totally would. I could see other people doing it. I think it's actually good for the hobby. I think it's money in there. Heck, you know who would probably post bounties? Damn repackers would probably post bounties. So what do you guys think? Is that a good idea? Should there be a bounty page? Is there already a bounty page? I know there's a one-of-one super factor IG account for baseball. And this is probably one of my biggest complaints. I believe we need I don't want to say authoritative, but a centralized resource for information. And there just doesn't seem to be one. You know, where you can go see posts, when you find what's going on. I mean, you got blowout forms for certain things, but I want bounty information. And I don't even know who would put it up, because it couldn't be a manufacturer. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It should be like an account, an Instagram. I don't know. You guys run with it. Tell me what you think. If I have some time, maybe I'll get that going. And maybe I'm totally wrong, but I think a bounty page, like I said, the top bounties, the FBI most wanted, then your lesser bounty criminals or whatever would be fun. Two more topics. Sports card influencer. So, what was it? Tops. The more you influence, the more allocations. And then after that, we saw all these influencers who had cautioned us. And it's easy to pick on Geoff. Geoff was the one who used to tell you, don't buy wax. It's a waste of money. The best investment's buying signals. And now he owns a card shop and he's opening products. So it's the best product in the world. Boy, there's such value in this. Like when he told the kid for the $2,000 box, a lot of value in this box. Oh, this makes me sick. Well, now he's pushing that the unlicensed Tops products. I'm not surprised. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of unlicensed, but I'll be chasing the Tops products because I want those autographs. And I also know there's value in them. If people are chasing it. Just, it is what it is. Am I a hypocrite for that? No, I'm just, I'm an adult. I can make changes. I can take information in and change. Now, again, Geoff and the other influencers, well, you're doing it for allocation. And I know it. And I'll say this to the people watching this. Remember that, guys. When you like, comment, and subscribe to somebody, you are helping them now get allocation. So be a little more selfish with your engagement. Put it where you think it's best valued, right? Like, for example, if you're so upset about Geoff getting so much allocation, stop watching his goddamn videos. But that ain't going to happen, guys. In fact, I was thinking to myself, Sports Card Radio, could their influence get them allocation? Could they go to Tops and go, hey, you know what, dude, I got all this influence. We'd like some allocation too, right? Could individuals get allocation based on, what's that dude named Pac-Man? He's got hundreds of thousands of people. Could he get allocation now? Wonder how this plan works. It's like turning in, what's that stuff, the clout or a flare? You turn your flare in, you get, I don't know, anyway. So that's my thoughts on the influencer thing, definitely concerning. And I'm paying attention. Of course, I've always been paying attention. And again, watch all the influencers, like the ones who criticize these guys who do the same goddamn hypocritical thing. You know who I'm talking about. Last topic, and I really got to sign off because I got to get to cab in about 10 minutes, is cab. It sounds so old. It was an Uber. I won't lie. It's a fucking Uber. PSA Vault. So I got 45 cards coming back, actually 47. 47 cards are graded. 2 of them I sent to the PSA Vault because I could. You had an option. You did it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I was like, I'll just try it. I'll send 2 cards. There are 2 base 10s, PSA 10s. Send them over. And then I watched a video from that. He was on, I forget, the Pokemon channel, and then I listened to Neo talk about it. And I'll be honest, dude, I'm super excited. I'm going to do a video later on about that. You can already move your cards to the vault. A couple things. As your cards get graded, once they're graded, even when they're not graded, you have an option to ship them to the vault or ship them home before you see the grade. So that doesn't make sense to me. I think once the grades are seen, then you are given a day or two before they're shipped, like they're in the assembly phase, or I forget what the last phase is. You can actually select them. So that's what I did. I waited. I saw my grades. I went through the little slide review, and then I picked two that I went ahead and sent to the vault because I just want to try it. Things I don't know is where's the money go? How much are the, what are the fees? How do I get the money out? Is it a PayPal, ACH? Don't know, but I'm gonna figure that out. And I'm super excited. In fact, I have 3 other submissions to PSA. I'll probably route some of those cards to eBay as we go through this. In fact, super excited. I really am. I'm excited about what PSA has done there. I think it's going to be great for the hobby. You have to listen to the video, but I will say my one concern is that there just is no competition at PSA. There really is no competition. Like I was thinking about my PSA 6. When I get that card back from Panini, I'm going to have to send them a note, explain to them, look, this came from the manufacturer. I know you graded a card and you gave it a PSA 6, but I didn't crack this card and resubmit the same card to you. I'm resubmitting a new card, brand new card. And my thoughts there is, what if Panini, or not Panini, what if PSA just says, no, they're not going to do that? Like, they have a lot of power over me right now, put it that way. If they decided not to grade my new Wimby when I get it back, because they say that we already graded it once, that would suck. Now, again, legitimately, I could show them, and I will show them Panini proof that, hey, they remade the card. But what if they don't? What if you get banned by PSA? What if you can't grade by PSA? I mean, PSA's got a stranglehold right now on the hobby. And as much as excited as I'm about it, I see a lot of value in it, it is a concern. So I'll leave you this last thought, 2028. I'm really thinking about 2028. And what will we look back? What rookies we wish we kept? What players are we missing out on? Who's the big card right now that we don't see? Like, who's the Brunson sleeping right now that no one thinks is very valuable? And by 2028, we're like, shoot, I should have gotten more of his cards, right? Like, comment, subscribe, guys. I know this is a short one this morning. I have so much stuff going on in my life. It's wonderful. Hope you guys are doing wonderful too. And I really do appreciate likes, comments, subscribes, feedback, DM me. I even really appreciate the negative comments. Not going to block you. So bring it on.